Alright, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to our final matchup of the night. I am still trying to survive after what we just witnessed in the rivalry. Game 7, Foam and the Knights have finally done it. My goodness, was that one a crazy one. And we got another one lined up on the docket here merely as it's Bananas versus Venganza. Oh boy.
Oh man. I mean, I'm not even going to reflect too much on the last series. That was absolutely insane. Looking forward, we've only got more insane series ahead of us. Specifically one as we come to the Titan, the penultimate, the pinnacle, although pinnacle is not here, but the ultimate test of skill in the Nemesis Gaming League as Bananas taking on Venganza. Both of these teams absolutely heavy hitters in one of the hardest seasons of Titans so far, and boy am I excited.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one. The biggest prize pool to date in Nemesis history for the Titan League, $775 just for Titan League. They are taking the big majority of that prize pool, and you know the tensions are going to be high between these two teams to try to close it out merely. And I mean, these two teams, like you mentioned, the Titan League has been so crazy this season. We've got a bunch of great players here in this lobby here. Before we get them going, who are you looking at to step up big for their teams on both sides?
I mean, on definitely on the side of Venganza, you gotta be looking at Ren. A lot of people have been talking about him. He has absolutely proved himself to be one of the best players in this Titan League by far, and he has been a large reason due to the Venganza success in the last in the latter half of the season. On the other side, I mean, we've got a few hard hitters as well. Dimitri, Zen, Zen, of course. Uh, Looks to be an alter ego of Brent. I don't know what these matchups are, these mirror matchups, but there's something of wonder. The only thing I'm certain of is that I am not certain of anything in this one. It's going to be an absolute slugfest.
Yeah, definitely. Merely and remind the viewers one more time as the predictions are going to be closing here in a second. Get your prediction, and merely remind us one more time about your prediction here in this one.
So I definitely had Venganza winning. I don't remember the exact score line, but I believe they are going to be the ones to come back. Even though on paper they're the underdogs, I feel like it could be argued almost that the Bananas are the underdogs with the run that Venganza has taken to get here, with a lot of dominant performances. So I expect them to be the ones to go all the way.
Alrighty, well, we'll have to see. The chat is also rocking with Venganza here. That's who I predicted as well, but, you know, nothing is for certain as we are heading to the Titan League Grand Finals here. Bananas versus Venganza. Getting things underway here. The last match of Nemesis Season 10. Bananas in the yellow tonight, Dimitri, Tashega, and Zen. And then on Venganza's side, LK, Kratos, and Ren. A lot of heavy hitters, a lot of players looking to make a name, and really, you know, this is most definitely going to be an exciting series. See who's going to come out first with the first blow.
Absolutely, and it was really the theme of the last series. Every single time the first goal scored was the one who took the games. I don't expect it to be as drastic in a matchup like this, where Titan players, even though they are only one league above, they have such a higher ability to adapt, to make those changes that are necessary. But still, you want to get that momentum. You want to get off on the first right foot. Let's see who's going to be the ones to take it in this series.
Both these teams survived some playoff action earlier on. Venganza working their way through the play-in tournament. Came in as the A seed. Bananas surviving Game 7 and a Game 6 in their first playoff matches to get to this point. So definitely two great teams here going at it as Bananas try to start things out. This one fired towards the net. Ren gonna come back the last second, making a clutch save. I'm sure, like merely mentioned, we talk about him quite a bit, and we might be talking about this man, Tashega, who throws it in first for the Bananas.
And who else but to start us off, of course, is Tashega, the man himself. That was a valiant effort by Ren, using all of his boosts to get back to that first save, but unfortunately, he had none left over, none left to keep out Tashega, and after just a little bit of pressure, no boost left, they will concede the first ones here.
Yeah, that's a big goal. We saw Tashega come in that series against Dragons. He's normally their starter, but he had to sub in down 3-1 against those Dragons, and he stepped up big. You know, he may not be the highest MMR, but he's got the most Nemesis experience on this Bananas team. And really, this man, he lifts some weights. This guy is absolutely jacked.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about that actually. Yeah, we had him. He was at LAN, and that is an understatement. This man, he lifts weights in real life, and he lifts weights in Rocket League. I mean, you will definitely see it in his gameplay. He is a hard hitter once again for this team, and definitely going to be looking to put that to use in this grand final.
Yeah, definitely so. And he started out with the first goal. We'll see if he and the Bananas can carry that on. As approaching the halfway point, Kratos will take this one back to his zone. Up to the ceiling. Tashega can't get to that one. Kratos looking to find a foul. This one going to go off to the side. LK trying to throw this one in, but not going to happen this time. Zen half flipping, taking control on the backboard. Over the top of Ren. Zen looking to find the 50 underneath, but that one going to be sent out to Shega. Doing good to cut this one off. This one dropped down in the corner, popped up in the midfield opportunity, but Ren is going to be the first one there, sending it off to the side. Zen giving chase now. This ball up in the midfield to Shega with an opportunity. The net is open, dropping it down. Dimitri going to turn around, and I think a demo may have opened up some space there.
I was gonna say, you just look behind, and all of a sudden there was no defenders left. LK pushed up maybe a little bit too far, but even if he was back, no boost and a defender chasing him down. Also, that demo really was the winner there for that goal, and some really good use of the space by the Bananas.
Yeah, Bananas capitalizing on a couple of Venganza mistakes here early. And merely, this is a weird matchup because, you know, we mentioned a little bit, but seeding-wise, Venganza is the AC. They should be the underdog in this series, but I know a lot of people, you know, maybe us included, have kind of been hyping them up to where they don't seem like the underdog here. I think it's an interesting vibe to start in game one.
Yeah, and I mean, it wouldn't necessarily look like it if you take the first half and beyond of this game at face value so far. Obviously, both of these teams we believe are more than capable of winning. It's really about who has it on the day. So far, Venganza, they haven't really been able to shine through their strengths so far. A couple of goals for Bananas and nothing really to show for Venganza. Of course, once again, like last series, it is only game one after all. There's plenty of Rocket League left to be played. Still, the Bananas showing that they are not to be played with.
And LK trying to drop this one down, drops it low, but no, it's going to be saved away. Huge play from Tashega to get that one away. Ren almost had a surefire goal, and here comes Tashega on the other end. This ball, going to pop up a little bit awkward there, but here comes the follow attempt. It's dropped down, but Ren on the goal line. What a save by him. And this is what the Titan League Grand Finals are all about, merely insane saves.
And of course, it's a defense that's shining there. Zen on one end of the field, Ren on the other. But Zen will be the one who shines on offense first. He brings the third goal home for the Bananas. And now this game might be just out of reach of Venganza.
Yeah, and what a play there by Zen. Dropping down the dribble and taking the speed by Ren. Not much he could do there, and well played in this one as is a 3-0 lead here in game number one. Bananas, we're going to start this game out on the right foot. Maybe not taking too kindly to our predictions and to many in the Discord and the chat who have predicted Venganza to win. They're trying to show why that they had the best record, at least tied for the best record in all of Titan League in the most competitive season yet. As this one off the corner, redirect. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be pinched in. Dimitri sends it home, but my goodness, these Bananas are on fire.
I'm seeing an awful lot of confidence from the Bananas, and almost putting that one on target, just barely hit the post. But the follow was shortly thereafter. I mean, you are up quite a bit. It is game one. You can go for things like that, but even having the nerve to go for that right now shows me that the Bananas are coming in hot. They're coming in without a care in the world. And in game one, at least, their strategy has worked.
Yeah, and that's the best way to play Rocket League here. You know, you can't be playing tight here. You got to play loose. You got to play together. And right now, the Bananas have most definitely done that, as there are two of them off the ceiling. My goodness, watch out, LK. You're not going anywhere with those guys patrolling the skies as they're trying to find one more. Not going to find it, but the Bananas going to come through merely a solid game one victory.
And it is a pretty dominant game one from the Bananas, 4-0. Not a single goal out of Venganza. And although they had their moments where they looked incredible on defense, it was never quite enough to stop the onslaught of the Bananas, who just, like we noted at the end of that game, and even before, they look so confident right now. They look like they fully believe in their game plan. And this, right now at least, it is working. Coming through Venganza, I mean, we saw it in the last series too, right, Rockerman? It almost entirely looked like an issue of confidence once the Knights got rolling. they were competing just as heavily as Galaxy. The Bananas here definitely putting the first foot forward. Now it's up to Venganza to respond.
Yeah, it is up to Venganza to respond, and we'll see if they're going to be able to, as that was kind of a big show from Bananas in that game number one. And I mean, 9 shots to 7. So Venganza still did put on some attempts, but Bananas did well to kind of control the pace in that first game. And as we head into game number two, Urban Central, we'll see if Venganza can bring it back in this one. As like you mentioned, I mean, barely, what do you want to see out of Venganza? I know it's still early in the series, so game one's kind of a feeler, but what are you looking for in game number two to kind of turn that around and try to get your first goal at the grand finals?
Well, I'd say my number one problem, at least for them in that game number one, was they just looked a bit confused on defense. They were all kind of clustered together at a lot of moments, or weren't really looking like they were proactively trying to attack the balls that were coming at them. They let Bananas get away with a lot of things that I feel like most Titan teams wouldn't let them get away with. If you're going to get backed into your own half, then you are going to get scored on by a Titan level team. That's just a fact of the matter, no matter who you're going up against. You have to be able to fight to break out and take earlier advantage of the opportunities that are coming your way, or else you're just going to get battered and bruised.
Yeah, definitely so. Is flip reset coming through, dunk attempt on the Bananas end. They are trying to start things out strong here. This one pinched off to the side. Ren off the backboard, setting this one up in the midfield. Zen looking off the back. That one not quite going to go Ren. Able to clear this one out as Tashega looking to take control. Going to flick it by one. Opportunity, but Ren shutting it down. LK trying to get back to it. He can't quite. Didn't have the boost or the angle to turn that one around. As the Bananas on the counterattack. Send this one towards that. Tashega with a big 50. Trying to send it in, but not quite gonna happen this time. As this one punched back to Shega. He is there, Ren. Waiting for it. Trying to make him use up his boost. He does. This one, bang, towards the net. Dimitri, though, on the last-ditch effort. He's gonna make a clutch save. And now this one, Zen, gonna take it from him. But that one gonna be saved away by Ren on the other end. And man, both these teams merely, they are firing some great opportunities, but some clutch saves. I mean, this is, very impressive from both sides on the defensive end.
Oh, 100%. I mean, we saw it in game number one too, but by this point there were already a few goals scored by the Bananas. It looks like Venganza is quite a bit more composed on their goal line, and even more importantly, they're a bit more composed outside of their goal line. They're being able to get through and stop the final shot from coming through, which is what you want to do against a squad as good as the Bananas. They haven't had that many opportunities themselves that looked really like they were going to amount to much, but they've got step one down. Now it's up to them to formulate their offensive game plan, try to figure out what's going to break down this Bananas defense.
Yeah, and right now they haven't quite been able to. Still looking for their first goal, but they might be able to find it to Shega, though. He's back in time, looking for that double, can't connect. Kratos now on this one. Dimitri gonna find a huge dunk. It's LK gonna send this one back in. Zen thought about it. This one actually gonna go right into his car as Red was looking for that angle. Not having it this time, though. Still back in the Banana zone. LK trying to get up to this one. Can't connect. Opportunity to Shega up in the air. Looking for the flick there. Throws it backwards. Gonna throw it in. Is Dimitri. Great pass from Tashega. And Dimitri finishes it off.
And that is a tough spot to be left in. Ren, he's been so good defensively, but it's a 2v1 that turns into a 3v1. And Tashega, his mechanics are just not going to mess that up. 99% of the time, he's either getting it over it or through you. Ren left in a tough spot, can't get through to it. Still a 1-goal lead, and really right now I'm just waiting for Venganza to finally get on the board. We've seen plenty of good saves from them, but if you can't score, eventually you're going to sink down and lose the game.
Yeah, definitely so. I don't think the opposing team in the Titan Grand Finals is going to be providing too many own goals for you to get in the back of the net, so you got to make one yourself here. And Venganza still looking to break the ice as we're in a game two. They're passing the halfway point, only 2 minutes remaining. Bananas looking to take a commanding 2-0 series lead. This one out to LK, sends it back in. This ball popping up high, opportunity off the backboard. Kratos sets it up. Ren thought about it, but Zen had the angle. This one can be taken off to the corner. Ren over the top of one, but it's dropping right down in the midfield. Big 50 from LK coming down. Opportunity shot, but it's going to be saved away to Shega once again on the defensive savior medal to his name, and the net is open on the counter, but the Bananas, they can't capitalize. Two players in the same position, and Venganza merely counting their lucky stars, happy that one didn't find the back of the net.
And that was a pretty awkward situation there. As it seemed like both players wanted to take the dribble, and then both players wanted to leave the dribble for the other. Something you see quite a bit in lower ranks, but not as much in Titan lobbies. Still, they are, you know, they still have a hold on this game, so it's not like it has had that big of an effect so far, especially as they get opportunity after opportunity. They're just coming back at this Venganza net over and over, and that is exactly what I want to see. LK able to get a demo in the back end. It opens up space. The challenging positioning is awkward, and LK comes through. He'll finally get one on the board for Venganza.
Yeah, the demo gave him some opportunity, and LK just a little bit quicker, catching the bananas out of position, and that's what demos can do for you as they send that one in the back of the net. And finally, merely on the board, 41 seconds remaining here. It's good to see that as this one sent back. I was gonna say, I heard from a little birdie that Venganza had been working on those kickoff strats that we saw in their first round matchup. That Ren was just calling out kickoff strats and Venganza was executing, and that's how they got so many kickoff goals before. We'll have to keep an eye on that one if they finally got another opportunity there. They got a shot here on net. Kratos gonna give his team the lead.
And they'll take it. This time it is Kratos. That's a great touch. Zen low on the backboard, and that placement right underneath it is perfect. Those are the kind of shots that Venganza needs to be taking. And right now it couldn't come at a better time because now only 17 seconds left. They give themselves the advantage in game 2.
Yeah, and that's huge for Venganza. They were down for a majority of this game, but able to come back. Is this one opportunity for Zen? Flip reset. Kratos trying to take it down. That one's going to get past the defense. Sent in for the dagger. Big crate into the back of the net, and Venganza going to tie this series up.
And that surely is the dagger. A little bit of an unfortunate miss there from Tashega, but you know in that second, only 5 seconds left, you had to go all out. You had to go for the risky touches. Doesn't pay off then, and unless we see some kickoff shenanigans on the other end, this game is going in Venganza's favor.
Yeah, it is going to go in Venganza's favor as they're looking for one more. Kratos finding the touch. This one can be sent down. Maybe Bananas try to get one more on the board, but they cannot. And Venganza, they are going to come through. Merely a big game 2 victory for them. And, you know, after getting shut out for majority of the game, it's good on them to lock in at the end and you make that one happen.
Yeah, I mean, it really couldn't have come at a better time. The good news for them especially is once they got that first goal, the next two came in pretty quick succession. They got that one beat off the demo, and then just another one to follow up. The last one you could argue just a garbage time goal. Fair enough, but they did turn things around, and when it looked like Bananas were going to be the ones to keep the momentum going and make it extremely difficult for Venganza to even get a foothold in the series, Venganza fought right back. That's exactly what you want to see from this team that we expect to keep it at least competitive. Some of us expect them to win it, and now we're back to an even score line.
Yeah, an even score line here, and like I said, good answer on Venganza, and they kind of led the way there, 11 shots in that last game, so they were kind of putting on the pressure for sure, merely, and we'll have to see if, you know, if it adds up here as we head into game number 3. What are you looking forward to most heading to this next one?
I'm really looking forward to see if it will be the Bananas who try to switch something up now. I know their strategy didn't necessarily fall flat. You could argue they had a couple chances that they could have done better with to not ever even let Venganza score in that last one. But they've been extremely aggressive so far. It was able to work very well in game 1. Game 2, not so much. I want to see if they're going to try and switch it up, especially now since I've noticed Venganza is going for a lot of demos. That's something that the Bananas are going to be forced to adapt to if that trend continues.
Yeah, and what teams that can find these demos, they can oftentimes be so successful in the Titan League, as these players they're not separated by much. These are players that are playing near the peak of all of Rocket League. There's obviously pros, but these guys are as close as we're gonna get to see in Nemesis in terms of pros. And all that can separate these teams sometimes is just the bumping someone out of rotation, finding a demo, and it can completely throw off the other team.
Yeah, and it's the little things that add up, right? Because something that might not matter at all in a novice game could turn the entire tide of a Titan series game as LK looks to turn the tide here. He'll shoot under Tashega, but Tashega goes low enough. What a save on the side. And that's the one thing that has been consistently impressive from both teams is these defensive capabilities.
Yeah, and it's been Tashega for the most part of the Bananas making these insane saves as he made another one there. I thought for sure Venganza almost squeaked one underneath him, but good on the Bananas. Here is a big dunk coming through, but that bounce is going to be unfortunate. It flies up to the ceiling, but the Bananas still there on the attack as Dimitri fires it off. And Ren going to clear it away, so we stay tied at 0. But this one off the backboard, will we see a double? No, not quite. This one sent back up. Kratos off the backboard. This one coming down. Not going to go LK, though. Going to keep this one in. Is this one banged by Tashega. 50 from Ren, but Tashega a little bit bigger on that one. You saw the weight room, and you see the goal in the back of the net. Dimitri sends it in.
And you could kind of feel that one coming. Ren, once again, in a tough spot, and Kratos not able to get the beat. It's a wide open net that's never going to be messed at this level. And another lead will go the way of Bananas. When they can get into this position where they are the ones in control, I mean, they are able to capitalize so often. It's just about if they can keep it up. Last time it was Venganza scoring the next one. Let's see if they can do it again.
Venganza, what do they have for an answer here? In game number 3 here, this grand finals. This ball popped up. Dimitri blocked out this one. Blocked again by Kratos. It's floating up Zen. Forced to use a lot of boost to try to control this one. This one pinched back a little bit, but only so far as LK. It's sent off to the side. Ren. Find that touch. Zen gonna send that one actually towards the net. Not quite gonna go. Is this one redirect attempt? Send flying towards that. Dimitri has to make a last ditch save, but he's not gonna be caught out on that one. But Ren with a great redirect. Could have caught the defense sleeping, but Dimitri a little bit wiser to that one. This one back in Venganza's zone for a second. Ren going underneath. What does he have on this one? Looking for the 50. Dimitri finds something. Okay, lofting towards the net, but Zen going to take control, able to clear it out. So that was once again a close opportunity for Venganza here, and merely we're into game number 3 here, and you know obviously the series still very close. But one thing I'm seeing out of Venganza as we find themselves down in this series is we haven't quite yet seen. Oh my goodness, we almost saw it there. We haven't quite seen the peak of Ren like we saw in their earlier playoff matches.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, he hasn't been quiet. I think he has been exceptional on the defensive end, and it seems like he kind of does want to play that third man role where he's holding it down in the back line, maybe acknowledged as the team's best player. You don't usually want to send that person first on attack, but still, we do want to see more out of him. We do want to see what that peak is. If there was ever a time to reach it, it's going to be in the grand finals. And he might be biding his time. He might be powering up. Only time will tell. But it would help if he could pull it out in this game here to keep the advantage in Venganza's favor.
Yeah, and with a minute remaining, see what Ren and company have in the tank. Bananas holding on to this 1-0 lead, looking to close this game out. Give themselves another lead in this series. This ball popped out. Good touch from Tashega. Send it high, but Venganza on that one. LK can't quite connect. Kratos still gonna be able to get that one out, but this forces Venganza to retreat just a little bit. Ren trying to play passive here. Opportunity for 2-on-1. Dimitri gonna take it to the side. Ren finding a 50, gonna get it by 2. It's 1-on-1. Ren versus Tashega. Tashega, the big body on the defensive end. He comes up big in this one, and with 30 seconds remaining, Bananas looking to close it off. Big save there. But can they hold on here and find the victory? This one sent back in. Tashega dropping this one down, but he's going to be demoed. This one 50 across. Venganza looking to send this one out. LK bangs it down, but could give Bananas possession here. Ren trying to get up to it. Can't find that touch. Kratos going to get it over the top of one. Trying to find someone in the midfield. A demo comes through. The carry, but no, it's not going to go. They can't keep it up, and Bananas going to hold on at the last second.
And it was so close to being a catch. It was so close to going to overtime. The control was not easy from that point forward. What a performance by the Bananas. They're giving it their all in. And really, even though he was on the bottom of the scoreboard, technically, really want to shout out to Shega again for that last second play. Seeing Ren coming at you, twisting and turning, and he was just nerves of steel, stone cold, iced up on the defense, did not have a care in the world. He read the play through every second, and he has been the one that consistently the Bananas can look to on defense and offense. Dimitri was the one to get them the goal in this game. But the full team effort has been more than enough, and the Bananas, they look very difficult to split open right now. Venganza, they've got a tall task as they go down yet another game.
Yeah, they do, and everyone on the Banana squad there merely picked up a savior medal in that last game. 9 shots for Venganza, 9 saves for the Bananas, and that was the big difference right there. That Bananas defense impenetrable, at least in that last game. And now, as we head into this game number 4, it's up to Venganza to try to find an answer, and if answer they will, it's Kratos in the back of the net early.
And there it is. That's exactly what we were talking about. Kratos, he's coming clutch earlier in the series, and he's coming in clutch again. A nice hook shot to barely get past Tashega. He was probably just split seconds away from being able to get back. The shot is placed perfectly, and Venganza finally find themselves in the position of another lead. It might be another one, and the pre-flip can't get back. Another kickoff strat, and that's what we were talking about.
And there it is. It's Ren who's going to put it in the back of the net. LK kills the ball perfectly. Ren with the placement. Tashega doing the best he can. But yeah, we saw what happened in that Dragon series. I mean, really, it was 3 games in a row. They scored 2 kickoff goals in 3 games in a row. They went crazy, and it looks like they almost had it go in there again. It looks like they got it in their favor, what they were looking for. And that's something we haven't really seen. I mean, it's kind of a newly developing thing, really, where these teams are really putting the emphasis on the kickoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of the birth of demos, where at first everyone was like, oh, that's cringe. We shouldn't be going for demos all the time. That's dumb. And then everyone started doing it, so now you have to learn how to do demos. We might be seeing the kickoff meta coming into Nemesis finally, as they clearly do work on getting goals. Ren getting chased down in the back line, but once again he gets the save, and that's what I'm talking about with Ren. He has been so good on defense, and on the other side, LK will finish it, but it's all Ren with the counterattack.
Yeah, Ren just sending it over the top of the defense to Shega, trying to get out to it, but just not quite. LK gonna make sure they secure this one. Don't blame him here, as they are now up 3-0 here. And I mean, really, it's only been 55 seconds, 3 goals for Venganza, and they have had a really good answer here in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they either score a lot or they don't score at all so far. Both games they lost were complete shutouts, but the one they won earlier was a 3-1 win, and now they have 3 goals in this game. I'm curious to see how they approach trying to defend this kind of lead, though, because the Bananas are not easy to hold back. They haven't necessarily been scoring super rapidly, but they still are a very threatening team.
Yeah, definitely so. And the threats are there. Kratos trying to send it in. A big opportunity for his team to find a 4th. Not quite going to happen this time, though, as this ball bouncing off the backboard. Kratos sending that one towards the net, but it's going to be cleared out. And off to the side, Zen looking for a goal, trying to bang this one in. He does. He sends it in the back of the net. Zen with a good answer.
And that is just a nice angle with about as much power as you can ask, with no boost, might I add. A little bit of a almost ground pinch there from Zen to get one back from the Bananas. It really looked like Venganza were about to take their 4th, but that momentum is shut short by the Bananas getting another one. Now 3 minutes left. This game is not at all without out of their reach.
Yeah, and this one, oh my goodness, what a 50. LK is going to put it in. He just took on 3 defenders.
And talk about weight room. Ren, what is that? He took on 2 defenders, a 3rd, and the post. LK will be the one finishing it off, but I think we are seeing Ren level up in this game, and he looks fantastic.
My goodness, what a 50, what an answer, right when he thought Bananas could have some momentum to bring this one back. Ren, he shuts it down with that play. And what a massive one it was there, as this one's sent back, but not quite on target. Tashega gonna be able to connect and get it away, but 4-1 now in favor of Venganza. This ball off to the side, Dimitri sending it down. Zen looking for a touch off the corner. This ball bouncing, a little bit of a miss comes through. Dimitri gonna get a touch, sending it over. A bit of a double commit to Shega. Turn this one back around. Zen, excuse me, coming through on that one, but not gonna be able to get it on target quite yet. As really approaching the halfway point, Venganza still holding on to their lead here. Zen, oh my goodness, Zen!
And this man, I mean, he is a sleeper. He has been scoring all series. We haven't really talked about it that much, but what a double touch. Full confidence all the way from almost half field. And if there ever was a shot to bring you back from a deficit, that's got to be the one to start off.
My goodness, what a shot it was, Dimitri. They got a kickoff goal of their own, and they're right back into things.
Hold up a second. I mean, this 3-goal scoreline, this 3-goal lead is disappearing quickly. If that one's just off the kickoff, was that a read on the defense? I just saw Dimitri kind of drive through, and now 3-4. Bananas have more than enough time to bring this one back.
Yeah, that's the thing about the kickoff strats is, well, merely maybe we got some kickoff counter strats here as they're able to make it happen on the kickoff and maybe seeing through Venganza's ways here. They know that there's going to be some unorthodox kickoffs potentially, and they're able to get one of their own on that one as now the lead, like you mentioned, has dropped down to only one. Venganza holding on. LK trying to get in the way there. Going to find a 50. Able to keep this ball in to Shega. On the control here, able to get over the top of one, over to get to the top of two. This ball, awkward. Okay, gonna be a tough read. He can't connect though. Huge miss, and Zen is gonna put it in.
That's a tough ball to get up to. I mean, the pinch right off of Kratos' car as well. LK could not have asked for a worse spot to be in, but at the same time, you got to make those reads. And now, Venganza, they were feeling so confident. They were feeling so comfortable just barely a minute and a half ago. Where is the time gone? Because now the score is tied and you're in danger of losing a game where you had a massive lead.
Yeah, and Venganza got to try to stay strong mentally in this one. It's so important for them here. Is this one sent in? And it's Kratos. Actually, it's going to be Ren secured it in, but Kratos over the top. Ren, he's getting back for his earlier goal that he should have.
All right, the regain is here, and of course it comes in the form of Ren. That's only his second goal this game, but he has contributed so much. Now a fifth one for Venganza, but still, I'm curious to see if anything will happen on kickoff here. It looks pretty standard, but doesn't seem to be a clear edge in this game, and it is such an important one, especially for Venganza.
Yeah, Bananas can win this one. They'll be one win away from the championship. This is the farthest any Bananas team has made it before. No Bananas team had even made it to the semifinals before this matchup. The Fruit Ninjas org, such a historic Nemesis org, mostly known for the Melons in Prospect League for their success. But the Bananas, they're trying to get their names in the history books here as they find themselves down by 1 goal here in game number 4, minute remaining, looking to try to tie this up to Shega off the backboard. Oh my goodness, he almost hit that ankle, but it's going to go a little bit wide, a little too impossible, even for that man, as now Bananas taking it back into their zone, and really with the time ticking away here in game 4, they got to try to find a quick answer if they're going to want to get themselves 1 win away from a championship.
Now, technically, it's plenty of time. Can Dimitri get another double touch? No way! It's just off, and that net was completely open. Oh, that's the one that you wish you put a couple hundred more hours into the training pack for.
Wait!
Although the miss on the back line, it might not matter. Dimitri gets it anyways. A huge miss from Venganza.
Oh my goodness, so what happened here? It was Ren trying to get up to it. I think he did connect, but it didn't go anywhere, and it finds the back of the net. A tough break for them, and well, the Bananas, 21 seconds left. They've got a chance.
I mean, yeah, connect is a word you could use for that. I would say gently caress the ball and do nothing to it, as Dimitri, looking for the air dribble here, can't find it through, and we continue with 10 seconds left.
Overtime could be looming here in game number 4. Tashega trying to send it out. Zen gonna help him up. Bananas, not a lot of boost. Ren bangs this one down, and Dimitri, he's actually gonna catch this one. A flick, a demo comes through. Dimitri with an opportunity. He's still on this one, trying to take it middle off the backboard. No, can't find the touch though. They tried to put it in, but merely we're heading into overtime in game 4. Such a crucial one here for Venganza.
And that was exactly what you call a close call. But we will head to overtime as this one's starting off hot. And I am kind of nervous for both of these teams right now because this has been, compared to the first few games, an extremely shaky bout from both teams. A few uncharacteristic mistakes. And I hope that's not how the series is defined. But right now, Venganza are facing going down onto series championship point because of it. They really have to ice up here. They cannot let this game get away from them.
Yeah, they definitely cannot, and you can, like you said, you can definitely see the nerves. Defense has not been the main focal point like we saw in games 1 through 3. Instead, it's the offenses here. As this one up in the midfield, opportunity to Shenka tries to turn it around, but he can't. Okay. Trying to get to that one. It's given away a little bit. It's Dimitri sending it down into the corner, trying to snag that boost. But instead, it's Ren. He sends it a long way. Tashega has to make a clutch touch, and he does. And even finds a double on it to get it off to the corner. Great defensive play from him once again. This one is now in the banana zone. Miss comes through. Kratos popping this one up. Dangerous ball. Dimitri, not a lot of boost. Going to find a flip reset. Going to take control there. This one sent back down into the corner. Venganza trying to get this one out into the midfield now. This ball popping in the corner. Miss comes through. LK got to get this one, but Tashega on the touch there. Redirect. Pass out. Dimitri. He's going to get just enough of a touch. So demo comes through. But these two teams trading blows as a catch comes through from LK. Dangerously in front of his net. Really, both these teams just fighting, trying to find this goal. They know how much this game 4 means.
And the longer it goes on, it seems like the more nervous both teams are getting. They seem to not be pushing as far, not be pushing as hard, but Ren, he will be the one, and it seems thematic enough that he puts in the game-ending goal.
Yeah, this one a big ball off the back where the demo comes through, and Zen just can't make that touch when he needed to. Almost gets back down to it, but it's Ren, the leader of this Venganza squad, putting it in the back of the net, and they are going to tie this series up at 2.
Okay, and another tie series. I thought we were about to see another 3-1, and I would have been really disappointed if we had the same script that we had for already multiple grand finals. So I'm happy to see a very eventful game number 4 that brings us into a tie. And I mean, I said it before this series even started, but I didn't expect it to be this true. This one is an absolute slugfest, especially in this game. A lot of mistakes to capitalize on, but it seemed like they were capitalized on every single time. And even though Venganza came out on top, it still doesn't necessarily feel like they have an edge in the series.
Yeah, it doesn't really. I mean, they had early control there, but Bananas battled back, and yeah, these two teams merely, like you mentioned, they just traded blows in that game. That was the highest scoring game we've seen in this series from these two teams, and Venganza, luckily for them, led by Ren's hat trick there, they are gonna tie this series up. And I mean, you know what a tied series mean? Tied series, a 2-2 means merely, right?
What does that mean?
Means guaranteed Forbidden Temple. That's what that means. But
Oh, you're so right. We're guaranteed more own goals in Titan. Yes,
yeah.
yes.
We'll see if that happens though. We'll see if there's more own goals, but we will see Forbidden Temple, but not before we see Manfield merely a crucial game number 5. Winner here is going to put themselves on championship point.
And I mean, every game is so important, right? But this one especially so. This one, like you said, will put you up on championship point. You do not want to hold anything back. And Ren, he did a lot last game, but I'm afraid Venganza is going to have to ask more of you. Same for you, Tashega. It's a full team effort, but you clearly have been difference makers the whole season, and now is the time to prove which one is on top.
Yeah, definitely so. And it's all up to this. Well, maybe not all up to this, but this is the crucial game right now for both these two teams. Winner will be 1 win away from taking the biggest prize in Nemesis history. And Bananas may have just given themselves an early lead here. Dimitri takes it by the defense. Nowhere to be found.
And where exactly did the defense go? That's an unfortunate challenge there. And third man just was on vacation. That's an unfortunate way to concede the first goal. Such an important one, like we've harped on so many times. I mean, one of these games is even just a 1-goal victory for Bananas. When they get a lead, they are not happy to let it go. But still, it is only early. Venganza, still plenty of time left to find their way back.
Yeah, definitely a lot of time in this one, as we're only about 45 seconds in. But Bananas, a massive first goal here for them. As they can take this early lead. This one off the corner, Zen with a great touch. They get it off to the side. Kratos underneath one, looking to take control. Kratos sending it down to Shega off the corner. Kratos looking for that bump, but instead it's going to be Zen banging it down. Ren taking control of this one back towards the net, but going to be cleared away. Kratos going to have a little bit of time for control, trying to take it down, looking for that dribble, but Dimitri was all over that one to Shega. Send this one in off the backboard. A bump came through, but tough angle for Zen to find there. He's not able to do so. As this one's sent back in. Venganza looking to get on the attack, but Tashega out there. Kratos back in. And Ren off the backboard. Uh-oh, a miss comes through. A demo comes through. Trying to drop that one down. The follow-up attempt. Kratos comes in. Venganza tie us up.
And Kratos there to finish like he has been for most of the series. That's a great demo on the rotation out. And the defense is just way too awkward. with way too little boost to deal with that. Another tie game brings us back, and Venganza are not letting the earliest part of the series happen again. They are at least bringing it back this time as maybe a little bit of a kickoff strat there. That was a very fast cheat from the Bananas. They might be looking to get a little creative themselves.
Yeah, they are definitely creative at the moment, at least, and well, they almost found something there. Not quite gonna happen this time, but well, they're on the attack, and here comes Zen. Oh my goodness, he does it again. Don't let this man double off your backboard.
What a beast! I mean, my goodness. The double touch, a similar angle, not quite as tight, but just as impressive this time. And I mean, Rockerman, do we have a clause that prevents professional players from playing this league? Because I'm pretty sure Zen just won like 4 chips in the RLCS. I don't know if this is fair for the other team.
And maybe he's channeling the same namesake there. As, my goodness, that was another insane shot. That's his second one of the grand finals. Definitely showing up for his team and trying to lead this Bananas team to a championship. As this one off the post there, Kratos just couldn't quite get that one on target. But now, Bananas, the 2-1 lead here as we approach halfway, trying to get themselves one step closer to the championship. Ren off the sidewall, able to send it down. Looking to give chase, but this one banging back into their zone. Kratos gonna take control of this one. Only for a moment is Dimitri gonna try to fake under LK. Not quite gonna happen this time though. Is LK on the sidewall looking for that 50. Kratos, this one out in the midfield, but not quite this time. Zen off the sidewall, sending it towards the net, but Kratos is back again. And this man Zen here merely, I mean, if there's one thing that he's doing, it's these angle reads here. As a bump attempt comes through, wait a minute, LK trying to find it, but not gonna put it on target. Venganza, a huge opportunity, but not quite able to get it through.
And that's at least 2 opportunities now that Venganza have just let slip through their fingers by hitting the post. It can't be that inaccurate. At least one of those had to go on target. Meanwhile, you have Zen, who is just turning this into a freestyle 1v1, but it doesn't matter because LK is coming through anyways. The defense is taken out of the equation, and another tie game.
Yeah, and it's another Ren demo. He did that on the last goal. I don't know if it was the last goal or the last game, but he has found those demos. It was the last game, the game winner in overtime, where he just came out of the skies and deleted the defender, and he does it there again, allowing LK to come through with a massive goal here. We're tied at 2 apiece, a minute 30 remaining here merely. Both these teams, they really want this game 5.
Yeah, there is nothing being held back once again, and Ren and Zen on opposite sides of the field, absolutely doing the most that they can do to bring this to an even scoreline. Still, the unstoppable force and immovable object. One of them has to move eventually. This might be the time where we see one of them go up on championship point. Still, neither willing to budge.
Yeah, a minute remaining now here in a game number 5. Kratos taking it to the air. He's just going to bang this one on net. Not going to go for the flip reset. Almost caught the defense off guard. Bananas better to it there as Ren finding a 50. This one drops down. LK back up to Ren. Ren off the sidewall looking for a read. Can't quite get that touch though. That would have been insane, but not this time as LK dives in. Taking it slow. Zen taking control. Gonna collide with his teammate Dimitri just a little bit there. A little bit awkward in their half. So down to the final 30 seconds here in this game number 5. Pass attempt coming through, but Venganza denying it on the defensive end. And on the other end, it's got to be up to Shega once again on the defense. Another clutch save, looking for the double. Can't find it. This one off the backboard. Dimitri not quite ready for it. Zen, he's going to find a touch here. So we're down to the final seconds of regulation. This one, bang towards the net, but Ren all over it. He's sending it back to Shega once again. Has to make a clutch save. Able to get in the corner. This ball out in the midfield. Dimitri can't find that touch. This one, bang down back in the Venganza zone. LK, he's gonna bang it up. Opportunity. Ren off the backboard. It's dropping down and it's gonna touch overtime in game 5.
Oh, I thought that might be it. I thought that might be the moment that we see the absolute peak of Ren. Turns out he's still biding his time. But now another overtime, and this one for so much more than just another game. This is championship point. You cannot lose this. Last time it was the Bananas who got sent back into their zone and they lost it. They will not want that to happen again, but right now the storyline is repeating itself. They're struggling to get out of defense.
Yeah, can we see a back-to-back overtime win from Venganza, or will it be Bananas put themselves one win away? Dimitri off the backboard. LK and Ren double commit. This one dropping down, but not quite gonna go. He's out in the Venganza corner, but only for a moment. Drop back in. Ren with a nice touch, but Dimitri banging this one off the backboard. LK trying to get up to it. He does. Good read there by him. This one sent down to Shega back there. Kratos off the backboard to Shega with a huge bang. Able to send it back. Ren was patiently waiting for that one as he bangs it right back in. But then on top of this one, does he have one more for us? No, not this time. To be shut down by Kratos. As this one's sent away, and about a minute in merely, these two teams, the slugfest is real. They're firing so many good opportunities.
It is just so tense, and even though there hasn't really been a real dangerous threat, it feels like the balance hangs on a knife's edge. At any second, you could get that double touch, you could get that just solid shot to send it through, and that shot is all it takes. Venganza a little bit starved out now, but both teams are just biding their time, trying to wait for that perfect opportunity to take that shot and go all in. Sometimes it doesn't present itself. Sometimes you have to create that yourself, and that's what I'm looking for one of these teams to do.
Yeah, Bananas were trying to do it right there as they found that demo. It almost cost them a counterattack, but they were good to lock it down on the defensive end. Now 2 minutes going by here in overtime in Game 5. The importance of this game, so crucial. Another backboard. I thought it might have been a miss, but Dimitri, he is very solid there, able to get that one away. It's Bananas who are starved here. Opportunity now for Venganza off the backboard. Oh my goodness, Ren, but it's Shega once again. The big man with the big block. He does it once more. And now Bananas on the attack. Kratos, this one out of the midfield to Shega, firing it back in, but not gonna go. And the defense barely from Teshega. He is stepping up.
It is just so close. I thought that was it. I thought that was it so many times. But it's never enough. The Bananas have held on for so long. They need to keep holding on even longer. It's off the backboard again. And every single time it seems like the boost has run out. There's no more flips. There's no one else to conjure up. Someone just appears and makes the miraculous saves. Venganza seemed to have an edge, but at any point, the Bananas could be the ones taking this back.
Yeah, it does feel exactly like that. Is this one an opportunity? Dropping down, but on the goal line. Oh my goodness, Ren denies the goal there, the game winner, but not this time. As my goodness, I thought that was it again, just like you said, so many times. But yet these two teams hold it on tight, trying to get one win away from a championship. Zen off the backboard, but Kratos denies that one away. LK looking for the redirect. Use cheating out. Here comes Dimitri off the sidewall, looking for a double. This one again, finding the follow, send it towards net. It's up to Kratos. He can't touch it. It goes through. Dimitri gives the win to the Bananas.
And Dimitri, he gets it. Just a straight shot, and it's run out. Kratos, he had plenty of boost. He gets the ghost touch, but he just misjudges the speed. Barely. It barely flies past him, but that's all it takes. The Bananas, they'll be the ones to reach championship point first, and they could be the ones to close it off.
Wow. Dimitri, what a reconnect there, and what a stat line from him. Nearly 2 goals, 3 saves. The man was doing it all there, trying to lead his team to this championship.
Oh my goodness. He really was. Almost 800 score, and impressive stats from pretty much everyone after a long, grueling overtime. You knew that someone was going to have to fold eventually. Unfortunately, in that moment, it was Venganza with that missed save. Some equally impressive plays for the game to even get to that point, but now it's Bananas going into the championship point with the momentum, and I'm kind of surprised here. Well, not that surprised. Titans are not known for taking breaks, but there's no timeout being called. Venganza just want to get right back into it.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised, but at the same time, I'm not. Well, actually, I think I'm more surprised than I'm not surprised, merely because I mean that was such a close overtime. It almost went your way, but you know. It just doesn't quite, and those are the ones that are super heartbreaking, you know, to your soul here, to your mental. But Venganza, you know, they must be feeling fine mentally here, not opting for the timeout, but instead they say play on. Merely they say let's go to Forbidden Temple, let's see some more chaos.
And if there was ever a place to find it, this is the one. Someone missing that ball off the backboard almost started us off, but there is a lot to be proved here, especially on the end of Venganza. They have to bring it to 7 before they can even think about closing this one out and taking the chip, and that is not going to be easy. This Bananas squad has been almost impossible to score on. Still, Forbidden Temple, you never know what's going to happen. You can never guess it. Let's see what is going to happen.
Yeah, we're going to have to see. Can Bananas close it off here in 6, or does Venganza have another miracle in him? Tashega back towards the net. Whoa, that ball a little bit too close to comfort, but he's able to get it away and clear it off to the side. This one, opportunity, the net is open, and Ren takes a pot shot. I'm not sure where the defense went.
And you know, defense or not, that is a great opening to spot. He sees there's no one guarding that top bottom right. In fact, there's no one guarding most of the net. I'm just going to take a shot as hard as I can. Puts it on target, and Venganza will take that first lead of game number 6. That's exactly the start they were looking for.
They couldn't have asked for a better one here early on in game 6. Put it in the back of the net. Give your team the chance to put the pressure on the opposite shoulders. It's now Bananas find themselves in a hole. This one up to the side. Tashega taken to the air, but Kratos cuts it off. Looking for a touch is Zen. He's going to get it through. As Ren now sending this one down back in the banana zone. This ball popping up. Zen, though, off the backboard. He's going to have an opportunity for some control. Pushes it out. Looking for a flip reset. Goes underneath. Looking for another fake, maybe. Not quite going to go, but it's going to allow Dimitri to get back. No boost to work with. He's trying to go under, but Ren all over that one. These Bananas are starting to put onto pressure. Oh my goodness, Zen, he is trying to do it again. This ball is still dangerous. Opportunity for Zen. He's going to shoot it, but it's saved away. And right now, merely after that first goal, the Bananas are turning the tables and just going all out mechanics and all out balls.
The assault has definitely ramped up significantly from the Bananas. Like you said, we were just seeing shot after shot, demo attempt. They are no longer interested in going back to their half at all. They just want to keep this ball on the side of Venganza. However, Venganza have successfully done nothing because Tashega snipes, and that is what I call cherry picking. A huge shot from the midfield.
And look at the power, too, on this one. Perfectly placed with the speed into the back of the net. Tashega steps up once more. He sends it home, and I mean, merely now as we approach the halfway point, Venganza, they are the ones who have the pressure on them.
They definitely have the pressure to take this to Game 7. But both are definitely going to be dealing with a lot of nerves. For the Bananas, it seems like maybe just going all-out attack mode. That seems to relieve some of the nerves as they look so comfortable in that position.
Ooh.
But you can't let go of the nerves entirely or else things like this will happen. Ren on a runaway just runs the ball all the way down the field.
Yeah, and Bananas had a 3-on-1, but a demo is going to open up the space, and Ren sends it in. If you don't capitalize on that 3-on-1 merely, there is one man that'll make you pay. It is Ren again there. He sends it in, a massive answer.
And Ren, 1-on-3, 3-on-1, he doesn't care. That one almost going through as well. He's brought them back so many times, and he'll do it again and again. Ren keeping them in this game, keeping them ahead in this game, and keeping the dreams of Game 7 alive. 2 minutes left now, and Venganza just have to hold on. In fact, if they can get another one, that's even better. They are looking poised to send us there.
They are looking to send us to another Game 7. Could be our third championship to go to Game 7 merely, and they're trying to make it back-to-back here. But I mean, a massive answer. LK just catching the defense off guard. It's 3-1 in favor of Venganza, and it might be 4-1. It's Ren 1-on-1, but Dimitri, good the challenge there to get that one away. And Bananas got to try to find a quick answer here with 2 minutes remaining.
Let's not forget, this is the same team that earlier in the series were able to bring a 4-1 scoreline back to a 4-4, even 5-5. This is not a team that you can let up on at all. The Bananas have so much offense, so much potential for that scoring power. If you let off the gas just a little bit, they will punish you so consistently. But Venganza, they should have learned their lesson. Let's see if they can apply those same things as the pressure continues and continues to ramp up from Bananas.
Yeah, they're trying to do their best here to make it happen. But Venganza, they are looking to send us to 7 once more. Bananas, a little bit of a double commit. This one popped out over the top, looking for the 50, but Tashega, great save on the defensive end. This ball, huge opportunity for the angle, not quite gonna find it. This one sent off to the side, control taken. Quick reset underneath, got that one again, but not able to clear it out as we're down to it here. Under a minute remaining. Will we see Game 7? The Bananas need to find an answer with at least some time on the clock. to try to give themselves a chance to close out the championship right here. This one into the corner, into the middle, and Kratos, he may have just found your dagger.
And that could be it. That could be game 7 secured. The ball comes through. LK with a great 50. No boost even. Kratos neither. But in that position, you don't need boost. You just need to be in the right spot. Kratos once again finishing the touch. 4-1. We've seen them come back, but this is a new level from Venganza. And this is a even taller ask from the Bananas.
Yeah, it is here, and Banana's gonna need a Hail Mary miracle if they're gonna want to win in 6. Otherwise, we might just be destined for Champions Field again. As Kratos taking this one to the side, trying to buy some time. Bananas high off the backboard, dangerous ball, dropping down off the post, dropping in is Dimitri, and 18 seconds left. There might be some time.
Okay, last time they came back from a 4-1 lead, Dimitri was the person kind of leading the charge, but surely this time, 18 seconds is not enough. That's not enough time, right? We're going to game 7, right?
Well, Forbidden Temple, I've seen some things. The Bananas trying to make it happen. This one dropping their zone, but Ren, he does not want to see any of those such things. He sends it in, the dagger.
There we go, the closer. He pulled it out, and Ren gets it past Teshega, 5-2. Now that should be insurmountable, and looking forward, I'm pretty hyped about this game 7 we got here.
Yeah, I mean, this has been an insane Titan League season, and it's only fitting here that we might just go to 7 as Kratos sending one more in off the kickoff. Venganza, 6-2.
We might be going to 7 goals scored from Venganza in this game before we get to game 7. I mean, save some of your kickoff stress for game 5 at least. This is getting a little much.
Yeah, a little bit much here. Venganza really trying to pour it on. Maybe force the Bananas to think about using their tactical timeout. Both teams still have one to use. We saw that once before where 2 teams used it at the same exact time here. But this is gonna do it merely. We are heading to game 7 in the Titan League Grand Finals, the most competitive season ever, the biggest prize pool ever, and why not go to the biggest game 7 ever?
And we really could ask for a better ending to the season. I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. Venganza coming back once again. It's been neck and neck the whole series. Neither team has really been able to develop an edge. It's been Banana's aggressive offensive playstyle, as well as their defense, which they can seem to switch between flawlessly. And same on Venganza's side. It really just feels like we're watching 2 grandmasters play chess. And right now, they are on their way to a draw. Except there's no draws in Rocket League. One of these teams has to win. And we're about to find out coming up in the next game.
Yeah, and I mean, merely look at that shot department. Ren outshot Bananas combined there, 9-8, 17 shots coming through from Venganza. And I mean, merely it all comes down to this. I mean, who would have predicted this one coming here between these 2 teams? Well, maybe a lot of people with how the Titan League has been, but my goodness, merely game 7 of the Titan League Grand Finals. Who is going to have the edge?
You know, it's so hard to say, but I got to go with my gut. I got to go with the people that I picked even 2 days ago, and it's got to be Venganza. I need Ren to step up here and show me what he's got. On the other side, I expect Zen is not going to go down without a fight. This is going to be a battle for the ages.
It is a battle for the ages here. Game 7, the last game of Season 10 for all the marbles, the biggest prize in Titan League history, and a championship is up for grabs here between Bananas and Venganza. And who will start off with the first goal? It's Bananas on the attack here, trying to take it down to Shega. 50, gonna control in the corner, trying to send this midfield, but LK gonna be on top of that one. Dimitri pushing it back in, off to the corner. Ren circling, gonna take this one out, trying to send it down here. Ren into the midfield, trying to block that one. This one gonna fly off the ceiling. Opportunity for the Bananas, not gonna go. Ren trying to get back to it. Dimitri sending this one towards the net, but not gonna go. And Ren is gonna try to send this one out here. LK off the backboard, that one dangerous. And Kratos is gonna come in for Venganza.
Kratos, I mean, it doesn't matter who's passing him. If the ball goes in front of that net, he is scoring it. Zen, in such a tough spot, can't get the save that he needs. And Kratos putting that ball in the back of the net. Except now we're saying stop. Okay,
they're calling for a reset there. As well, that is very interesting. As we're gonna say we're gonna sort that out here in Game 7. and we are gonna get things. We're getting things reset here in a second after that DC. So, well, we are gonna have to back out of this merely. Well, I mean, it's how about some craziness to end off the season? As I mean, that was a little unexpected, but still, it happens.
Um, can we leave that? Can we leave that on Forbidden Temple? That's where the chaos happens.
That is where the
Um,
chaos happens. This is true.
Champions Field is where the best plays of all time happens. We gotta get the script right, guys.
Yeah, come on, guys. Let's work on that. But yeah, the disconnect and reset gonna come through. The goal still going to count there, but we're gonna have to get that one reset up to the correct score there merely. So bear with us for for a second on that. But I mean, what are you seeing so far in this game number 7?
So that goal will count,
I believe so. I'll have to. We might have to look at the tape.
or we need some referees.
We might have to go. We might have to head to the tape there for a second there. So we will hang tight and see. But yeah, we'll get this one right. We'll get this one right here.
Okay, yeah, we can wait and see for sure. I mean, off the bat, we didn't really get that much to work with in Game 7. Obviously, Kratos had a great shot to put in the back of them that I don't believe was really affected by the disconnect, even if Ren had left before. It looked like he earned that goal all by himself. So it'll feel a little bit rough if that does end up getting taken away from him. Either way, now both of these teams have had a second to kind of breathe. They're not just hopping to the next game. That might give them the opportunity to clear their heads. And if there was ever a time to come out with the kickoff strats, I think now would be the time for Venganza.
Yeah, it might be the time for Venganza. I'm going to check the tape here. I believe the goal should count. It seemed like Ren disconnected well after that happened barely, but we'll check and see here. I'm looking right now to find out.
Yeah, and we'll get it
Yeah,
figured out. It
it will
seems like
count.
there's
It
a
will count.
consensus. Okay, so that one will count. That's good to know. It would kind of well, either way, it's an unfortunate situation, but it will be Venganza who managed to get the first goal of game number 7, and in kind of an anticlimactic way, we'll have to see it finish. I'm sure it won't be anticlimactic in there, but Venganza are going to have an early edge. Now the Bananas, we've seen them fight before to regain leads. Now they've had a little bit of time to simmer, and they're going to have to fight to regain a lead once again.
Yeah, definitely so. Is we're gonna try to get this one sorted out here for you, and we'll see if they are all good here to get this one. So we're gonna reset the score 1-0 Venganza, 4:19 remaining, and yeah, we'll just get it going merely, and it's a crazy it's a crazy way to get this one going. Looks like we have to reset the server one more time, but we will get it reset to 1-0 in favor of Venganza. So I mean, merely season 10, it was a season of competition and chaos, and it looks like we got one more hopefully one last bit of chaos going on here for this one.
The final seat controversy.
Controversy. I love that one.
Right. Get your pitchforks out, guys.
Hmm.
I'll get one aimed at Rockman right now. Don't worry, I got your back.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, this is. I mean, it's really just a rough situation. No one likes to have these technical difficulties. No one wants the series to be interrupted by something like this, kind of killing off any momentum that either team had. Bananas might, at the end of the day, be a little bit grateful that Venganza don't get to go back to kickoff and immediately start punching away after getting the first goal of Game 7. I am really curious to see how they come out after a little bit of a long break, basically an extra long timeout.
Yeah, it definitely is. Both these teams didn't even use their timeout, so they're kind of getting their timeout here. All right, we'll waiting for Venganza to test the ping, and then we will get this thing reset. So yeah, 4:19, 1-0 remaining. But yeah, really, this is unprecedented storylines here. Game 7 of the Titan League Grand Finals, disrupted by a little bit of a DC here. And they're gonna have to get it reset to 1-0. And after this little bit of break, like you mentioned, how do you try to regain mentally in this one?
Yeah, I mean, you really just got to look back in the series and try to feel the point that you felt best at. Bananas probably won't be feeling too great after having the championship point and giving up the following game. But you kind of just have to go in full confidence. If Bananas can go in honestly, just like they went in game one, not a care in the world, full confidence, I think they're going to have a strong shot at this. And Venganza have to be prepared to counter Bananas full strength. Because to be perfectly honest, out of everyone in the lobby, Ren and Zen uh, look like the most unstoppable. But I would argue that Zen, when supported properly by Teshega's insane 50s and ability on the ball, uh, is probably the scariest player in this lobby.
Definitely so. So what we're gonna do, folks, is we're gonna get this game reset here to the correct score on this one. So bear with us here as as we do that. Correct score and the correct time. So we will have to wait a couple seconds, but these two teams will be able to join in on the kickoff at the correct time here. So hopefully all looks good. I'm gonna have to double check something real quick though. All right, there we go. We're looking good. So
Okay,
yeah,
don't let it roll in too fast.
yeah, we'll sort it out a little bit chaotic here, but we will figure it out. So 419 will be the Venganza goal, and then they'll play from the kickoff there. So
Definitely going to be interesting to be starting the game 7 decider for such high stakes on a 419 goal. Oh, and perfect timing by Rockerman. I mean, what a goal on that one. Absolute perfect placement at the timing to set up the 419 scoreline. Just, Ren said it best. Absolute cinema. Great shot, Rockerman.
this is why they hired me right there. We got it in the back of the net, and well, merely we're back to game 7. Play on here, these two teams, as after all the chaos, all the delays here, they're back to game 7. Venganza gonna go up 2-0 right off the bat. Kratos with a big shot.
Okay, was Kratos just... Did he ever leave the game? Because he's right back. I mean, just off the backboard and through 2 defenders. A bit of an open backboard, but Venganza picking up right where they left off. And now up 2-0 early. This is dangerous for the Bananas.
This is very dangerous, but they might be able to find one here off the kickoff. Zen bumping into his teammate there, dribbling this one down. And a 2-0 lead early on for Venganza. They're trying to find their way to the championship. They won back in the first ever Titan League season in Season 2. Well, they have to find their way back here. And now merely, Bananas, how do you respond, you know, after that little bit of a break here and find yourself down 2-0? You got to find 2 goals quickly.
I mean, you just have to ignore that voice in your head that's doubting. You have to go full send. We know these guys have the ability to win. Ren might have the ability to double that. Not this time around. But we need to see those confident plays out of the Bananas. Those demos to open up space. And the mechanics from Teshega and Zen both need to put in some work here.
Yeah, definitely so. And it's time for them to step up. Who can step up on the Bananas? We've seen them be so mechanical, find each other so many times here in this series, but down 2-0. Venganza can try to control, try to play slow. They can try to shoot at this open net. It's Ren who sends it in.
And a third one for Venganza. This time Ren just takes it past one, takes it past everyone, and it's an open net he gets a chance to shoot at. Now 3-0. Bananas, if they're ever going to find a response, they have to find it right now.
Yeah, they're going to need to find something here off of this one. It's 3-0. It's a massive deficit. But do they have some magic here to end Season 10? A demo comes through. They've sent it down, but LK, he's racing back, able to take control. Teshega and Dimitri both going after this one. Teshega trying to body some players in the net there, but this one sent back. Opportunity. LK off the backboard.
Whoa!
LK! Oh my goodness, he almost hit that shot, but it's blocked away. That would have been absolutely peak from LK. But not meant to be. Bananas lucky to get away with that one. Is this one dropping down to Dimitri? Can be sent up to Shega versus Kratos. Trying to send it in, but not quite. As actually this one dropping down. Opportunity send, but it's denied away. LK makes a clutch save, and Venganza is holding on to their lead.
At less than half the game remaining now, Bananas still not able to find anything. They are being pushed back. They are almost being double tapped on by the GM of the org they're facing. They are facing down the barrel of losing this championship and getting that runner-up spot. 2 minutes left, and that's a huge demo. They need to find more plays like that. They need to create this space and find a way to score 3, or else it is all over.
It could be over for the Bananas. They need to find something, and they need to find it now. Minute 53, down by 3 goals. Dimitri trying to control, trying to send it in. It's in the midfield, but LK just able to get it out as the Bananas forced to race back. This one gonna be in their corner, avoiding the demo is Zen. But Ren is way down the wall. This one 50 down. LK dropping it back in off the backboard. This one cleared away. But the time ticking away from Bananas. They're panicking, trying to get it out for Venganza. They just have to play time. They just have to play smart with this lead merely. They just got to hold on.
And only 1 minute left before they can call themselves the champions of the biggest Titan season ever, the biggest Nemesis season ever. But that might feel like the longest minute of their lives. Here comes Zen, no boost to work with, and he can't get it quite up. The Bananas just can't put anything together. They are at the mercy of Venganza, and after such a close series, Venganza have grabbed hold and will not let go.
Yeah, game 7 here, they have locked it down, and the time is ticking away from the Banana season. They're running out of boost. They're running out of opportunities here. Trying to drop this one down. Dimitri taking to the skies, trying to 50 this one through. Off the ceiling. Bump comes through, but Ren still finds a way to connect as they're down to 40 seconds now. Zen popping it up, looking for any sort of teammate there. This one to the corner. Dimitri dropping it down, looking to stay with. But as Ren clearing it away again, he bangs it down towards the open net. Can he finish it off? The demo, the dunk. He does it. Ren with the dagger.
And who else but Ren, the sidewall double and the dunk to finish it off. He has absolutely torn apart Bananas with the rest of this Venganza squad in Game 7. And it is looking like a surefire thing. Victory Org might just take their second championship of the night.
Yeah, they may have done it, and of course Ren, he's gonna get a bump onto Shega, who bodied him earlier, but Dimitri, he's gonna find one back, but it might be a little bit too late.
Okay, I don't know if there's enough copium in the world to say that this could potentially be brought back, but 6 seconds per goal, technically, mathematically, it is possible, although very unlikely.
Yeah, very unlikely, but this ball dropping down, dangerous for Ren, he can't find a touchdown, no, he can't hit it though. That one was their opportunity, but it has gone to waste, and it has gone to Venganza, who have done it for the first time since season number 2. Venganza are your Titan League champions.
Oh my goodness, and what a way to close it out. Absolutely dominant Game 7. Congratulations to the Victory Org. Congratulations to Venganza. These 3 players, Red, Kratos, and LK, putting it all on the line and more than deserving of this championship. A huge victory for them, the Victory Org, and everyone involved. Give it up for Venganza, your Season 10 champions.
Yeah, Venganza, they have done it, and my goodness, they took us to Game 7 there, the third one of the night, and another win there, like you mentioned, for the Victory Org merely, who are racking up those championships now. A big props to them, and I mean, my goodness, what a performance there by them. Ren definitely locked it in there. I mean, that Kratos double merely, it just seemed like at that point, it almost seemed like the dagger there.
Yeah, that was such a way to set the tone coming back from the break. I mean, I was saying that the Bananas needed to show the form from their Game 1, but Venganza brought out a new form that we hadn't even seen from them up until that point. It was like they were just building up, and that explosion was far too much for the Bananas to handle at the end. I mean, they fought valiantly. It was an incredibly close series, all things considered, but Venganza overpowering them in the end and snatching that win away from them.
Yeah, I mean, what a series merely, and what a season. Congratulations to Venganza. Congratulations to all these teams. It's been kind of crazy. Maybe you can get a quick little interview, and I think we might be able to get LK in here to talk about some things. So bear with us for a second as we try to hunt down that man.
We'll see. We'll see. He can be quite elusive. Hopefully, we can find him. Steal just a few minutes of his time.
I think I see him in the waiting room merely, so I think we can get him on in here. I'm just getting this thing set up, and why don't we talk to the man right here? Let's bring him into the booth right here, Mr. LK, the rookie GM. You have done it, my man. You guys have won the Titan League, the biggest prize pool in Nemesis history. How are you feeling right now?
Bro, I feel good. Good. I'm a little nervous still. I can't lie.
Hey, well, you did a great job, man. I mean, you guys in that series played, played your hearts out, forced it to game 7 there. I mean, what were you thinking coming into this series? You guys obviously, seeding, you guys were the underdogs, but like, what were you guys feeling
Yeah, for sure.
coming into this grand final series?
Um, like I mean, I was pretty confident. Obviously, you kind of have to be with these two players on your team. So I was like, yeah, all right, yeah. I mean, we can, we can for sure win. But it was just like hats off to my teammates, man. Holy, these guys are insane. Like I was, I just kind of sat back, played a little support, and was just like, all right, boys, y'all take, Oh, I was very confident, but I knew that we could win if we played our game.
Yeah, you guys did just that. I mean, you played your game about to as perfect as you could, especially in game number 7 there,
Yeah.
just running away with it. What I want to ask you actually is from the start of game 1. I mean, moving throughout the entire series, it was just back and forth, and you never really, from the perspective of the viewer, you never really knew who was going to come out and talk. How did you
Yeah.
guys manage to keep up, I mean, your mental energy throughout all of that, trying to keep the vibes up? Were there dips and peaks, or was it just kind of like, we have to lock in, we have to ignore all of these emotions that we want to feel and just stay focused?
Um, one of the moments it was when like it was like twice that we like lagged or something at like on a like I whiffed a kickoff or something because when I went to flip, it like messed my flip up or something. You know how it like weird
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah like it did that one time. That was kind of like a little weird, and then Crate had a ghost touch where it was like one of the freest. A player like
Oh,
him,
that
he's not gonna miss that type of thing.
that save. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and like that kind of like brought us down a little bit. But other than that, bro, like we was like I was just I was in awe, bro. They didn't even budge with mental. They were just on top of it. They were like, all right, boys, come on, bring it back. I was like, damn, okay.
And that helps to keep you in the flow state as well, I'm sure, when
Oh
you're
yeah,
seeing them,
absolutely.
they're not reacting at all. If they're confident, you're confident, right?
Yeah, I mean, like like I said, these boys are like, hear me, put me on their back and just take me all the way. I don't think I played too bad, but they definitely played well. So
Yeah, definitely. You guys definitely played outstanding. And one final question from me, LK. Kind of bringing it back to the season as a whole. Like I said, rookie GM, able to get the championship as a player, but also as the GM. What was it like this season with your teams, and how are you feeling bringing home two championships to the Victory Org?
I'm so proud of Venom, dude. They shut them like no Fort. I love Fort, bro. Like, but they shut that team down so well. I was like shocked. I can't lie. The last time they played, it went to like game 5 or something, like in regular season, and then my team ended up winning. But like, I wasn't expecting a like that disrespectful of a series. Like, I am so proud of those boys. And then like with this, it like, oof, it was just crazy, man. Game 7, bro. Oof, it was irking my nerve.
Oh, I
I was
bet.
like, oh,
I bet, man. I bet it was a crazy series. Appreciate you guys giving us the content and participating this season. And yeah, man, congratulations. Go celebrate with the boys.
thank you so much. Have a good night.
Alrighty, Merely. Well, that is going to wrap it up. Venganza, the champions of the Titan League, the biggest season in Nemesis history, prize pool wise, is officially coming to an end.
And what a way to wrap it up. I mean, back to back game 7s. Holy moly. I'm going to have to lie down for a long time after this one. Some incredible Rocket League tonight and in the entire season. Some amazing storylines, some winners, some people who were not so fortunate. And all in all, just some all around fun experiences. Thank you for everyone to showing up, and thank you to you guys all for competing, because you're the main reason we do this. Without you guys, we wouldn't even have a league. So keep grinding Rocket League, and who knows, maybe we'll see some of you guys up here game 7 Titan League Grand Finals next season.
Yeah, maybe so, maybe so. And yeah, I just gotta give one big wrap up to the season here. It's been a it's been a crazy season, all things considered. Season 10. I mean, it's almost been 5 years since this Discord was created and since this league kind of came to fruition. So it's always good to see it continue to grow. I mean, this Titan League was so competitive this season. All the leagues really were super competitive. We had a lot of great players, a lot of great teams. It was definitely a lot of fun and the biggest prize pool ever going out there. And once again, I gotta appreciate everyone here that's helped us out this season. There were a lot of good names. I'm sure I'm not gonna be able to get through them all, but I will try my best to thank all the people that have helped us out here. First, gotta shout out the management team, DJD, Mallow, Ruthie, stepping up big this season and helping me out in a lot of ways this season. We've dealt with a lot of things as management, and they've definitely helped out. And huge shout out to all the team leads there, especially Kareem, the streaming lead, did a lot of work on the streaming end this season. Without Kareem, there wouldn't have been nearly as many streams as we had this season. So huge shout out to Kareem as well. Also shout out to our other team leads as well. We got Mealy, Cozy Boy, Dan out there as team leads. Thank you guys for helping. Thanks to all the staff here. I'm not going to get every single one, but thank you to the staff and the commentators for putting their time in and week out. We really appreciate you guys. And last of all, thank you guys to the viewers, to the fans, to the players, to everyone. Without you guys, like Merely said, we wouldn't have this league. So thank you all very much for supporting. It's been a great season. We're going to be getting to season 11, the first ever full reset. Everyone's going back to the drafts there. More details on that to come. But merely, it was a great season, and there's still a lot of great stuff to look forward to.
Yeah, I think it got leaked that the draft is tomorrow, right?
Oh. Well, surprise. See you tomorrow.
Just kidding. Not that quickly.
No.
I wish. I'm excited to get back into some Rocket League. But yeah, you said just about everything that I could say summarized up as well. It's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to where Nemesis is headed in the future with you at the helm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can't wait to see what we can do in season 11. Hopefully, we continue to grow here. Make sure you guys let your friends know. Get them involved. Hopefully, we can make season 11 our biggest season yet with that full reset. I know it's going to be crazy. I know it's going to be hype. We'll see if we can keep the action going. We definitely will here. So, once again, thank you, everyone. That is going to wrap it up for the night here for the season. Season number 10 officially in the books. Congratulations once again to everyone. And thank you all to the viewers. We couldn't do without you guys. Everyone, take care, and we'll see you guys in season 11.